The new demo of ZeroSpace was launched during Steam's RTS Fest, and with it came the first public showing of its work-in-progress campaign and its 2 prologue missions, and I must say I am impressed. This might be rough, glitchy and buggy, but it shows incredible potential for a proper space opera, the likes of which we haven't seen since StarCraft II or Mass Effect, including storytelling, cinematics, handcrafted levels, characters, the whole package. I will explain that Mass Effect reference shortly.
We are the first line, the last line, the final and absolute line.
Along with the campaign, there is a tutorial, the survival mode, the Galactic Warfare mode, and various multiplayer and skirmish modes you can play with up to 4 players. While the AI has 11 difficulty levels, half of which are upgrades to its most difficult Nightmare setting. For those who have played ZeroSpace before, there is a huge list of updates and changes the developers have implemented for this demo, both when it comes to unit balancing and faction-specific gameplay. Some factions received new powers, like summoning this huge unit on a tower mid-map for a limited time for the Legion faction. You can read the whole list on their Discord, and I will link it in the description along with the game's Steam store page, from where you can download this demo. Because it was delayed in getting started, this particular demo will last longer than the end of Steam's RTS Fest, so you still have time to try all the game modes out. Since I have talked about the specific of these game modes and the team who is making ZeroSpace in my previous videos, linked here as a card and down in the description, I will focus on the gameplay and especially the work-in-progress cinematic and storytelling campaign.
In the name of the Protectorate, I charge you to protect and serve our people. Their safety paramount. I charge you to be the refuge of our allies. Their shield unbreaking. By the authority vested in me as consul, you are granted command of Battle Group Verdun. You are hereby given the categorical imperative as your flagship. Rise, Legate Aster. Rise as Prefect. Rise and command your fleet.
As with all good campaign experiences, this one too starts off with a bang and a cinematic setting the stage for a galaxy-wide conflict with both internal and external issues the main character has to work through after receiving his well-earned promotion. We get introduced to not just our main protagonist, but his friends and allies one at a time. The models are a bit too shiny and clean, something I hope the developers will continue to improve and give them more character both in the outside look and expressions. Then, as with all great RTS games of the past, we get a tutorial wrapped in storytelling where we learn the basics of both the gameplay and history between some characters. The voiceover is good, the scripting could do some more polishing, while the camera angle feels a bit off to me personally, and I would like to see more visual differentiation between the main character and other characters and units.
Moving tactically. I was watching, but I didn't learn a damn thing. Glad somebody's got your back when things get bad.
Only one man I trust with the job.
Rocket Man.
Overall, if I'm comparing this to the likes of StarCraft II and Mass Effect, but ZeroSpace is made by indie devs on a tight budget, this just means they have done a hell of a good job.
Captain Diaz, how's it look out there?
Sometimes we, the audience, forget just how difficult it is making RTS games, and adding scripted, cinematic and storytelling campaigns on top of a working game is just a monumental task. After a simple tutorial lesson comes a real challenge. The voiceover continues, the scripting is on point, and learning continues now with base building included in the mix. You have lots of opportunities to stop and think about your next move, practice new unit abilities, and learn both the UI and controls.
More thrusters up ahead! We're going to get slaughtered without air support!
As introductions go, it might be janky in some areas, but it does exactly what it should and it does it well. Considering that ZeroSpace is based on a very simple and mostly automated system of resource collection, the focus is split 90% on combat and 10% on base building. To some this might be a godsend, to others a disappointment, but in either case it will come down to personal preference. The ability to draw unit formations on the ground is a fantastic addition to this kind of gameplay, but I wish I also got a range indicator so I know at which position to draw my formation for combat. The fog of war can be a bit unusual to deal with in situations when there is difference in terrain height and you could end up thinking you're not on the right path forward. This is something I hope the devs will find a way to improve. The one thing I wasn't sure how to react to was being able to lose my main and side character in combat and then just recruit it off the HQ again in a short while. This kinda feels weird in a storytelling experience, but then again, if there is no lore or gameplay way to explain them healing, I guess they have to be respawned when lost. Still feels strange, but you can tell me what you think about this in the comments below.
Hold your heads high, all of you. You've done damn well.
After each successful mission comes more cinematics, and the story is revealed by conversation and visuals, which I love to see. And it is during these and the second prologue mission that I discovered a lot of similarities to Mass Effect's team building and spaceship crew gathering. Because you are the commanding officer of a whole task force of advanced starships, which include a race of advanced aliens who look like a mix of Solarians and Turians from Mass Effect, and you get boarded by enemies which remind of Krogan and Geth. Of course, as I said before, the mere fact I am comparing ZeroSpace to such AAA blockbuster games speaks volume of the quality level these indie developers are trying to reach. This mission is full of interesting interactions and glitches in equal measure. There are explosive traps, barrels, you can navigate using jump jets on your infantry units, get backup in the form of a sniper from another character, and you get a limited number of reinforcements as you fight stronger and stronger enemies. Basically, every trick in the book is used to make this level interesting to play and even replay to finish it with a better result. For a very early representation of what is to come in the full single-player campaign of ZeroSpace, this is truly impressive, and I can't wait to see these developers fulfill their vision.
Human blood will spill!
I hope you will try out not just this prologue of the campaign, but also the other game modes which are part of this new demo, and share your thoughts and impressions down in the comments. I will let you enjoy one half of a 1v1 skirmish against a bot, and half a match of Galaxy Conquest with another bot as an ally. Thank you for watching and happy gaming!
Construction complete.
We're go green. Bird is locked and
Construction
loaded.
complete. Thoughts for the Emperor. Enemy sighted. I always come back. Right
Enemy
where I
sighted.
want them. Take a second to aim. Thoughts for the Emperor.
Sacrifice me!
Boom! Got him!
For the Emperor!
Cover me! Not enough scrap. I'll mark the target.
Ready to die.
From afar.
They will suffer.
Bang! I punch it! No shot! Cover my flank!
Choose me.
Production is
Right
idle.
across the board, bird is good to go.
Ready to die.
Enemy sighted. Construction complete. Pressure.
Choose me.
Control tower captured.
Ready to die. Ready to die.
Not coming
Bird
back.
is ready.
I know.
Bird's eye on the AO, ready to engage.
They will suffer. Choose me.
Construction complete.
Bird has the all clear, ready for orders. Bird is a go.
For the
I
Emperor.
can't miss.
Bird is all green, waiting. We got the green light, bird is a go.
Ready to die. They will
I'll
suffer.
come.
Bird is airborne.
For the Emperor.
Control tower
Prime
captured.
ready, bird is waiting.
Upgrade complete. Going. Thoughts for the Emperor. Talent ready. Thoughts for the Emperor.
Bird is all green, waiting for orders. We're go green, bird is
Choose
locked and
me.
loaded.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Bird has the all clear, ready for orders.
They will suffer. For the Emperor.
Construction complete.
I understand.
Upgrade complete.
Choose me.
For the Emperor.
For the Emperor. They
Production is vital. Enemy sighted.
Sharpshooter here.
Bird is a go.
Ready to die.
The idols guide me.
Thoughts for the Emperor. Enemy sighted. Production is idle.
We got the green light, bird is a go. Green across the board, bird is good to go. Bird is ready.
Talent ready.
the Emperor. Shoot.
Plots for the Emperor. Production is idle.
I should
Enlighten me
Bird is airborne.
to higher ground. Upgrade complete.
over there.
Fate foretold. Construction complete. Construction complete. Enlightenment. Attack! We're under attack! Tower ready. Enlighten me. Construction complete. Bright and hot.
Ready to frontline. Ready to die. Death waits salvage.
To higher ground. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Train for this day.
Blessed be the chosen. Construction complete. Production is
Death waits
idle.
salvation.
Enemy sighted. Plots for the Emperor. What is it?
Mentally ready.
For the Emperor.
They will burn.
Ready to die.
Crush. name.
Choose me.
Out of the shadows. Boom!
Sharpshooter here. For the Emperor.
What can you do? Production is great.
Ready to
From the
die.
sky. Out of breath.
Not coming back, Siren.
Construction complete.
I should. Nice.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. No shop production is idle.
Ever perseverant. Unmatched precision.
Enemy sighted. We need my supply. Finish them.
I should.
Train for this stage.
Enemy sighted. Let it rain chaos. Construction complete. Long live the Legion. Production is idle. We're under attack.
Any threat!
Enemy in range. Unit production. Production is now idle.
Move. Oh yeah, bust them up.
Shifting gears!
Yo, want something? Boom, baby.
Every bullet counts.
Enemy sighted.
Securing the perimeter.
Roger.
Upgrade complete.
Ready.
Enemy in range. Enemy sighted.
Systems online.
For the protection! Move in. Let's liven things up.
Releasing ordnance. Payload away. Fire rockets. Ordnance away.
Weapons ready.
Engines primed. Whoa!
Building complete. Enemy in range. Not enough flux.
Bird is airborne.
Enemy sighted.
Bust them up.
Reinforcement.
Rockets away! Rockets en route! Rockets away! Rockets en route!
Enemy in range.
Every bullet counts.
Yo, want some?
We've no one behind. Upgrade complete. Not enough.
Systems on
Down to engage!
Enemy sighted.
Status report.
Course adjusted. Departing.
Enemy in range. Building complete.
Fire rocket payload away!
For the Protectorate!
Releasing ordnance.
eyes on the target.
Building complete. Reinforcement
Not enough
ready.
supply.
Building upgraded. Building upgraded. Building upgraded. Enemy sighted.
Bird has the all clear, ready for orders.
Oh yeah.
Bird is a go. Bird is all green, waiting for orders.
Enemy
to
in
go.
range.
Primed and ready, bird is
Unit
ready.
production. Production.
Yo.
Enemy sighted.
Rockets away! Ordnance away! Fire rocket payload away! It's en route! Releasing ordnance.
How can I help?
Where to, boss?
Securing the perimeter. Prep to breach.
Eyes on the target.
Enemy in range. Enemy sighted.
Let's raid.
Ordnance received, vectoring in. Bird's eye on the AO.
Reinforcement ready.
Where to, boss?
Payload away! Fire en route! Rockets away! Firing barrage!
Bust them up. Ooh, baby.
Rockets away! Fire rockets! Payload away!
Enemy in range.
Distance means
Oh, yeah.
safety.
Enemy sighted. Enemy in range. Our units are under attack.
Where to, boss?
Our units are under attack.
Releasing ordnance. It's on its away. Fire rockets. Releasing ordnance. It's away.
Unit protected. Building complete.
That's right.
Neutralizing threats. One star system at a time.
Reinforcement.
Eyes on the target. Move. Means safety.
Neutralize it!
Not enough supply. Not enough supply. Building complete. Building complete.
Payload away.
Enemy in range. Enemy sighted. Enemy in range. Unit reduction complete. Reduction is enemy sighted. Reinforcement ready. Enemy in range. Enemy sighted.
Tactical systems ready.
They're on to me.
Unit reduction. Our units are under attack. Enemy in range.
Move.
Enemy sighted. Our units are under attack.
Bust them up.
Unit production complete. Production is now idle.
Ready for anything.
Our units are under attack.
Oh yeah. Eyes on the target.
Copy that. Onward.
Building complete.
Releasing ordnance. Away. Fire rockets. Away. Rockets en route.
Building upgrade.
Clear to engage.
Enemy sighted.
Releasing ordnance. Firing barrage. Away. Rockets away. Firing barrage.
Ready for war!
Our units are under attack.
Payload away. Releasing ordnance. Away. Ordnance away. Rockets en route.
Time to engage.
Unit production.
Check.
Production is now. Enemy in range. ready. Our units are under attack.
Let the hunt begin.
Unit production complete. Production is now idle.